Hey there guys, it's Kiddvirus53 here once again for another edition of WrestleCrate right here for 2025, January 2025. Hope everyone has a good Christmas, had a good New Year, and we've got a few things here to start off 2025. We've got 7 brand new items from WrestleCrate, which I am excited to dive into. This came the other day, so I'm very excited to show it off to you guys. For those who are interested in actually subscribing to WrestleCrate, I will leave the link to the site down in the description. So there's 7 items here, which I believe the price is about $29.99. But if you want something cheaper, you will get half the items that you normally see here for pretty low. So I think under 20 bucks. So yeah, I'll leave the website in the description down below, as well as anything else on my social medias and everything. So yeah, the last video that you may have seen me do on this channel was back at September. Now, I actually did do the videos from October to December, but I just didn't even upload them in the end. I just totally forgotten about it, so I apologise. But I do want to do a little bit of a throwback to 2024's WrestleCrates at some point. So I'll just go through like the worst to best, I would say, just to give you guys a rundown as to what I think was the best one from that month. So that could be something that I want to do in future. But anyway, we've got 7 lucky items here that I'm going to show off to you guys. Don't really have anything extra on the side to show off. Well, there is one thing, but I do have a brand new hat, which is way over there, and I cannot be bothered to go over there and get it, because I did attend the GCW, or Game Changer Wrestling, which they had their very first London show over the weekend. So we had a few of the likes of Maki Ito, Sydney Akeem, aka Reggie, or Scripps, as you may have known him in WWE, one called Manders, Garbage Daddies, Effie, Cara Noir, Luke Jacobs, all that like. So they are partnered with Progress Wrestling. So we had that very first London show. Is really good for what it was. And then they're going to be back again for September for Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, which I'm looking forward to. So can't wait for that. It was a really good show. And you can check that on Triller. I believe they're on Triller, as well as you can go to Demand Progress Plus. I'll put that in the description as well for those who do want to check that out. I believe it's only exclusive to Triller. I could be wrong, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, 7 brand new items from WrestleCrate. We have a little sneak preview for February's, which I'll show right now. So next month we'll be getting a exclusive autograph from none other than John Bradshaw Layfield himself. I'm excited, you know, gotta love a bit of JBL merch. So yeah, let's dive right in, see what we have. So we're going to start off from the usual monthly pin, and they're still going with this theme, and I'm hoping that they do actually change it up now, because I mean, this has been going on for way over a year. I do like how they look, but I feel like it's just the same thing. It's the same thing, but with a brand new superstar. So we have the stained steel glass theme going on still, and we got one from none other than Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh yeah, that was a very poorly Macho Man impression. Yeah, like it for what it is. We've got the green trunks with the stars and the red bandana and his sunglasses. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Got another one to add to the set. Then we have here, we have one of these wrestling puzzle books. We've had one of these before. We've had plenty of these before, actually. I think this is like the 6th one now. But they put the front cover in the style of Saturday Night's Main Event. Obviously, they recently had a SNME pay-per-view from WWE, which, don't get me wrong, it wasn't great. Let me just say that. It was just a house show. But yeah, like the style, you just got your word search, you know, Revolution Pro, Wrestling in Newcastle. We've got a few people on here that I'm familiar with. Becky Lynch crossword. We've got one for John Moxley. Anything else? These are just the answers. I shouldn't be looking at that. But, you know, word search crossword. Got one of these anagrams. So, yeah. Will I ever use this? Probably not. But it's nice to have. Then we have one of our monthly downloads, or I should say a download. You can actually watch these on YouTube, which I'll put in the description down below. We have a best of series from none other than Abdullah the Butcher. Now, for those who don't really know him, I don't really, I'm not fully aware of a lot of his stuff, apart from, like, if you guys have played Legends of Wrestling, I believe he was actually on there, and I think he was on WCW for a bit. So that is my only knowledge of Abdullah the Butcher. But yeah, there's a little best of series right there. I'll put that link in the description, as to say. Got a little QR code, but it will just be a YouTube link. So there you go. So yeah, that's pretty cool to have as well. So there we go. Now we have two 8x10s. I'll get to those in a second, but we also have a poster. And yeah, I was pretty surprised to actually see what this one was, because I wasn't entirely sure. I thought it was somebody else, but it wasn't. But yeah, we got a WWE themed poster from WrestleMania 40. Can't believe we're WrestleMania 41 soon. It's insane. But we got one from none other than The Rock himself. This was during night one, I believe. Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth. So there's The Rock, staring down and getting ready to do the people's elbow, I think. So I didn't even watch the Mania, I will say that. But yeah, it's pretty cool to have as well. So we got that. A lot of WWE stuff I haven't really bothered watching as of like the past year. I just kind of fell out with it. But as for like the independent stuff, I'll watch. But just to throw that out there. Now for the 8x10s, we have, now we expected this because from the previous month's sneak preview. So we got a signed 8x10, and I really like the design of this. We got one from none other than the Icon Stin in all his glory. He's got the bat, just the wonderful artwork. I forget who actually does these kind of art prints. It baffles me. I'm surprised that they don't even mention it. It just says Sting autograph on the item list. It's crazy. But yeah, we got one from none other than Sting. I believe this is the first one we actually had from WrestleCrate. I remember the last Sting item that we actually had, and I think it's from my very first crate, funny enough, or it might have been a little bit later, was a Sting Funko Pop. Because I remember the first one I got was from Ultimate Warrior, and that's pretty cool, which I still have. But yeah, that's another one to add to the folder for my little autograph collection. I should do a little video of all the 8x10s that I have from WrestleCrate, and the very small handful of personalized 8x10s that I've actually got from a few wrestlers as well. So yeah, it's good to have one from none other than Sting. And then the next one that we have here, now I've come to realize that WrestleCrate are kind of focusing on more of the UK talent, which there's a few people, through you guys out there who may not know who these wrestlers are. More well known on the UK scene. We had one November, I think, which we had for the former ICW and former Progress Women's Champion Rio, which I do recommend, by the way. She's very, very lovely in person. Do really like a lot of her stuff. She's been doing it for quite a while. Yeah, so we had one from Rio. We also had one from Harley Hudson, who is meant to be... She signed to TNA, but she hasn't fully made her debut yet. Let's just say that. But I do recommend her stuff as well. She's very lovely. And yeah, I think they're going to keep going on with this theme, just focusing on the main UK talent. So we have one here from the current Progress World Champion, and he was a former Revolution Pro Wrestling, Rev Pro Undisputed British Heavyweight Champion, which he had for a fair bit and then lost it back to Michael Oku. But yeah, he's doing some good things as of right now. I'm pretty proud of him to be world champion in Progress. Won that back in... When did he win it? June or July. I think it was July, something like that. Because he won the tournament, and then he was just like, I'm going after title, yada yada yada, which I didn't even expect to happen so soon. So yeah, Luke Jacobs, very lovely guy. I do wish he's out on the merch table a lot more. He's one of those ones where it's kind of hit or miss whether you see him or not. I feel like if he was out a lot more, then it will be good for him. I think he's one of those ones that just kind of shies away and just does his thing. But yeah, but he's really cool to talk to. I like his stuff. He's very hard hitting. But yeah, so he comes from Manchester, and he'll effing murder you, as people chant. So we got one from none other than Luke Jacobs. This is probably the first one I've got. I do have something else that I did want to get signed from him. I've been trying to do it for a little while now, but I kept on missing him. I could have done that after Christmas, because we had a show just before the New Year, and I completely missed him, according to one of my friends. But maybe soon. Maybe for the end of February, because we've got a show going on where Luke is going to be performing. And he's in Manchester on the 14th as part of For the Love of Wrestling. So he'll be there teaming up to go up against Subculture. So that'll be cool. But yeah, very, very cool. Love to add this one to the collection now as part of my 8x10s. But yeah, I like to actually get the other things signed by him, because I've been trying to for a little while now, and I keep on missing him. Or he's just not there at all. So yeah, it's very cool to see. And we got our last item here. We got the very first edition for 2025. We got our monthly t-shirt, and this is the Parts Unknown t-shirt, which from the front we've got, I believe that's Doink the Clown, but a lot of people come from Parts Unknown, like Kane, for example. So that is a bit of a preview there. We've got Doink right on the side of the sign. Welcome to Parts Unknown. Got a house at the back. I believe that's a house. Let's open this bad boy up just to get a better look. Yes, it's in an XL. So let's see here. I mean, that's cool enough. I believe it's behind a abandoned house. We've got one that says "I'm coming to get you," so that's a reference to the Boogeyman. Okay, there's a few references on this t-shirt. So we've got "I'm coming to get you" on the sides, reference to Boogeyman. We got the mask of Kamala on the top there. OWN, not too sure. I believe that's meant to be NWO, but in reverse. Got some fire. I believe that's Kane. Doinks right at the front. There's a few Ultimate Warrior as well. There's a few little sneak peeks that I can see here, so that's pretty cool. We got the fire and everything. I'm not really seeing anything else in terms of references. We've got the skull there, but I'm not too sure who that is. I haven't got a clue. We've got Paul Bearer at the bottom. There's the Boogeyman's clock. Okay, I'm starting to see it now. Oh, that might be Papa Shango, funny enough. Okay, I'm starting to see it now. Yeah, it is kind of hard to tell at first glance, but yeah. But there we go. That's the t-shirt right here. Very, very cool design. So yeah, I'll probably wear this for the upcoming Eve show, funny enough, because we have Pro Wrestling Eve on the 7th of February, and we've got a few big names there. We've got Jamie Hayter coming, we've got Myla Grace, and we have the Multiverse Rumble, which is something that they tend to do every single year. So yeah, I'll probably wear that for Eve. It's not common that we normally get a white t-shirt as well, because a lot of our stuff is in black. But they're kind of doing like the bright colored t-shirts now, which is very nice. It's a change. But yeah, those are all the items for this month's of WrestleCrate. I know, 7 items, very good start. You know, I really enjoyed the t-shirt and the 8x10s for sure. Everything else is like, yeah, it's cool. Another thing to add to the set, but I probably won't even use them. I mean, the pins, like the Macho Man pin, I do have a I have one of those boards, and I started doing my very first one, so I do need a second one, because I think we've got an extra 30 of these to put up, so I'm gonna have to do that at some point. But yeah, that is everything there. That's the item list, 7 items. But if you want half the stuff for very cheap, I believe the cheaper option, you get about 3 things. So you would have got the t-shirt, the Luke Jacobs autograph, and the Best of Abdullah the Butcher YouTube link. I wish they could have added in, like, I don't know, maybe the puzzle or the pin. I don't know. But yeah, that's it from this month's. Next month we've got JBL exclusive autograph. I believe we were meant to get something else. I think we was meant to get 2 autographs. I could be wrong, but I do know in March we're meant to get something from Robbie X, who is he's more known on the UK scene, but he's a part of Bullet Club now. He was recently part of Bullet Club back in, I want to say October, Royal Quest, because he teamed up with Ishimori, I think. So yeah, can't wait for that. So yeah, that is it for this month's edition of WrestleCrate. I hope you guys enjoyed everything here. Like I said, I'll put everything in the description, the website, the YouTube link for the Abdullah the Butcher Best of series, all my social media and stuff like that, so in case you want to give me a follow there. Yeah, that is it from me. There's nothing else to report on. I will be back very, very soon, and yeah, stay tuned, guys. I do want to upload more to this channel, so I think I'll get a few old Twitch VODs uploaded as well on the sides. You know, just a bit of filler before next month's edition. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you for the next one. Bye bye.